Have himself on the board with a 3 there.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Santos has checked in for the Warriors. Gordon, he's checked in for the Sixers. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 7-point differential. Here's Jackson Davis. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Edwards with it, now guarded by Curry. Edwards gets the bucket.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Pass to Jackson Davis. From the stripe. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Now, Curry doing a great job there with the pass. Of course, you're worried about the shot all the time, but a nice setup from Steph.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
You see yourself on the screen, you know what to do. Show us those moves. Let's go. Next.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Joel Embiid.
Substitution on the court.
For 3, Maxey. Counted from distance. Maxey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Yep, that one goes.
He could score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Philadelphia leading by 9. George passes to Embiid. The Warriors pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Buries it from 3. Kuminga's got 5 now.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Maxey against Curry. And here's Oubre from the arc. Can't get it to drop. Warriors trail by 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Curry gets the bucket.
Another day at the office for Steph Curry, making this look easy.
Pass to McCain. 4-3. On target from range. McCain's got his second basket.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Jackson Davis. He's covered by Oubre. Back to Kuminga. Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Maxey. The Sixers lead by 9. George for 3. No good on the shot. Golden State has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The 76ers have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Andre Drummond is checked in for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Oubre. Philadelphia with another miss.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
76ers foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
AP2 being a second-generation star, that comes with some challenges, but he's definitely his own man out there on the floor.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Oubre. Takes the three. Kuminga pulls it in. Right side, Butler. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Sixers on top, up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
To center court. And get ready for the fan.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Everyone's
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. They've got Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre out there with Paul George. Then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in at the 2.
And Payton's super selective at shooting the 3. He really focuses on taking the high percentage ones.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Green. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They grab their own miss. Butler off target at the rim. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Jimmy Butler using his size there, and a good job of expecting where that rebound was coming down.
First personal foul.
That's good from Butler. Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler? great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Paul George.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. High post Green, 6 to shoot. For the lead. Curry, no good. Philadelphia is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Embiid. Over Green. Embiid can't hit.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Well, the 76ers shooting around 44%. Not bad.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed, going downhill.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Time to get loud and make some noise for your Warriors 16.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Grimes is checked in. The Warriors trailing. Kuminga down low. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the basket is good.
And just so good at playing at high speed. Maxey gets the ball and takes the fast shot.
And here's Butler outside. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's McCain. Again, Philadelphia.
Assisted by
Warriors trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Curry. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible, and he gets a little bit physical with him, but it'll pay off in free throws.
The Sixers lead by 3. Now here's Maxey. He's got 10. Over Green. And it's Maxey missing.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Outside, Green. Jacks up a 3. Green able to hit from 3.
They really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
Back to Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Outside for Butler. For the lead. Another 3 for Golden State.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
76ers trail by 3. Pass to McCain. Over to the left wing. Grimes. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
3 points.
Grimes has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Curry. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Grimes. And the 76ers another three.
Like see Grimes firing away. This will help the confidence moving forward.
Curry against Maxey. Curry, no good. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've led by as many as 11. Wow, Kuminga gets back in a flash.
Sometimes defense is about persistence, and Jimmy Butler knows this. Forced the ball handler to slip up.
Philadelphia's got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Embiid from outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Warriors on top, they lead by 3. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Trayce Jackson-Davis. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors 5. Grimes' shot is off. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Curry. For 3. Curry buries the triple.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here's Post. Yep, that one's good. Post has got his first 2 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Kuminga, and there's a 3-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule for Philadelphia. On Saturday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Monday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Moody's checked in. Curry, no good. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Key, he's checked in for Jackson-Davis.
Number 12, Braxton Key.
76ers trail by 5. Pass to Embiid. And he can't get that one to go. His 6th miss in 10 tries. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga! Strong leg bull!
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Yabusele. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Gershon Yabusele taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Paul George, he's checked in for the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Grimes. He does not get the second one. Embiid can't hit. The Warriors lead by 6. And And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
And let me hear you one more time for your GS Lakers.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Inside, here's Embiid. Down low, Embiid puts it in.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
Here's Moody. Banked it in off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 7.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside. And cash in on a simple basket.
Maxey passes to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. There's the three. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Payton. And George with some nice D.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And here's Oubre from the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Outside Payton. Pass to Butler. Here's Moody. And here's Curry. The 3 is up. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
Pass to Embiid. And it's all tied up. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
Moody from outside. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Tipped away. Oh, stolen by Payton. To the middle. Green gets up and powers it down.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. For 3, George. Rebounded by Butler. 43 seconds left to play in the 4th. And he sinks it.
And Jimmy Buckets is alive.
And here is Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Green with the defensive effort. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Ibrahim Jr. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
Jimmy.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
You can't afford to waste any chances at this stage of the game. That means you gotta hit your free throws.
Timeout called, the 76ers. They're trailing by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Down low. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball.
Sixers ball.
And Oubre gets it to go.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Line for 2. Jimmy.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. That's on Gary Payton II.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
He makes the second free throw, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Team is in with penalty.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game. And so the Warriors take the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.